Hello and welcome to another Now You Know with Yorktown Joe. Today we're taking a look at the G.I. Joe classified Cobra Claw, or Covert Light Aerial Weapon. Let's see, how many people had this as a child? I believe it came out in 1983 in the second series. It might have been 84. I always get those 2 years confused because there was a lot of concurrent releases right around that time. Anyway, I tried this review before, but you have to get kind of farther away from the actual item because it is the box is very large and the vehicle is bigger than I thought it would be as well. So the outtakes will be all my assembly and trying to fumble and bumble with that, and then this will just be talking about what we have here. So let's take a look. So the pilot comes with one of the three face or head sculpts already attached. Obviously, it would be very weird if all three of them were in the little baggie on the side. But we've got a darker skin face pilot to start with, and they've got a cool red mask design similar to the Valkyries look. But this body is different than the Valkyries. I think some of the parts is probably reused. Of course, that's the way things are. One of the things I've noticed about the flight suit here, it kind of covers up the blue under uniform. That would be the standard Cobra uniform that this type of combat pilot is going to be wearing, but then it's got the black flight suit kind of over that, and it really gives me vibes of the Strato Viper. The Strato Viper had little bits of gray and red peeking out around the flight suit and had things around the legs. So I'm getting that vibe off, at least off the legs and around the arms. The blue and black is a good contrast on the uniform, kind of breaks things up from the normal all blue all the time kind of Cobra standard uniform. We've got some other head sculpts as well. We'll take a look at those. And here we've got the lighter skin portrait, and we'll take a look at the pilot portrait because I think they probably don't want to get bugs in their face. So we'll go with the pilot one before we get her attached to the claw. And here she is with the actual pilot helmet. It's got a breathing apparatus so she doesn't pass out while she's flying if she gets too high up in the atmosphere, and also some goggles to keep those bugs out of the eyes. That's kind of important. The automatic tactical shotgun weapon here looks a little bit big for her. She can still hold it with both hands, but for actually deploying it, it's a little bit difficult to get her posed out with that. So that could be passed on to someone else. She only has the two hands and should probably be at least using one of those on the flight controls. So let's take a look at the claw. As I mentioned, it is quite wide. I'll take a look at it here and see the details. Don't need to sticker it. All these paint applications are already on it. It's got some nice metallic silver paint on the engines, some lights in the back. The top turret does rotate here, and this elevates so you can, I think the camera system there can pick up any pursuers and maybe deter them with a little bit of peppering. We'll just say that to keep things on the up and up. These side extensions on the wing, those go on with some little clips, and there's two missiles that fit on with dog bones. Those are nice, reminiscent of the original claw that I had back in the day. Let's see, but this the landing gear actually spins all four wheels, and the one back in 83 or 84, that one only just had the two on the sides. So these also fold in, and the wheels actually rotate so they can be stored for in-flight, so they don't have to be fixed there. Just don't want to lose hydraulic pressure and have to do a landing on your stomach. That'd probably be depressing. The wingtips, they do, like I said, adjust there. front rudder or something here for steering. Let's see. Let's go with the Cobra logo in the back there. Some adjustments for picking up or decreasing your elevation. Make sure you're stable in your flight. But yeah, it's quite the update for classified for this. So now let's take a look at the figure with the claw. All right, so let's see here. Can stand, but I would be very careful. You don't want to bump the table there because the rear, some rear stabilizers there are kind of holding it up along with the figure. I think maybe on the figure stand it might work out, but otherwise I would say I'd be pretty cautious with trying to pose it out like that at most given points in time. I would think that might tip over off the shelf. You could perhaps try with the figure stand and put the figure stand on. I know a lot of people don't like figure stands. Some people do love them just because they keep everything sorted and in place and keep your claw from taking a unscheduled, unregistered flight without the flight tower approval. Certainly don't want that in the middle of the night or at any time, because you want to keep our collectibles in good and pristine order. I will give you one word of warning. The helmet is a little bit loose. The red helmet does look really sharp on all of the heads, but it does fall off. So also it hinders the ability for the pilot to look forward when you've got the pilot head sculpt on. So I'd go without that. If we just take that off, just move that, and then you can tip the neck back a little bit. I don't want to force it too far there, but that can give you a little bit, just a fraction more range of motion from that. Let's see. Yeah, it looks forward a little bit. Could be a little bit better, but that, I'm not going to complain about that. That is fun, and I'm looking forward to flying this around in the backyard and having the neighbors ask questions about old Yorktown Joe. Well, I hope this has been a good review. I'll get some still photos here at the end as usual, and thanks again for watching. You can certainly like, share, and subscribe if you're into that kind of thing. Thanks so much.